Thank you. Great intro. Didn't hear anything. You heard nothing? Nobody heard anything. What are you talking about? I definitely didn't ask for a car, so... Oh, God. Okay.
Gonna get a lot of that, aren't we?
Yeah, anyways. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to ILR1 for the Brazilian Grand Prix round number 9. It's going to be an interesting one today, because ILR2 was one hell of a race, as we watched earlier. It was dry, and then it was wet, and then it was dry again, and we had a very, very surprising winner. Started 18th, won the race. So let's hope ILR1 can put on that show for us here today. But as always, joining me in the commentary box in a very hot, sticky Brazil is, of course, Mr. Evil Dragon. Who is not there, apparently. Anyway, yeah, we had quite an interesting race in ILR2 just before we came onto air. And we very much hope that we can replicate that amazing, amazing race we had earlier today in ILR1. But today is going to be an interesting one because we could possibly crown our 2017 ILR1 champion in Michael Davis if he manages to pull off a win here. So we're going to be on the lookout for that, of course. So Bothy Dweller out on track. We're going to see alternate strategies as always. We saw a couple of drivers in ILR2 start on softs, mediums and hard compound tyres today. So he's going to do his run on the medium tyre, but most people did their quality runs on softs, and that's how that ended up being. There is Jas coming out on track on the soft tyre, and there is a McLaren pulling out of the way of a Mercedes. There is the championship leader. I'm sure butterflies are in his stomach today because he can possibly be our new champion. Michael Davis out on track, and he's going to be looking for a win here today if possible. And he's not going to do it by doing that, which is going off the track. There is a few reserves in here as far as I can see. Phil Bardwell in the Force India. He's going to have a teammate for Flexi for once. There is YNWA in the McLaren on mediums. There is Sam in the other Force India. And we have Nicolo, who's looking very, very punchy in this Renault. Let's see how he can get on. I believe that is also a new reserve, Jororu in the Toro Rosso. And that is your lot out on track right now. Evil, are you back yet?
I think so.
Yeah, you sound like you are.
I thought it was clever to try and plug in something else to see if that worked. It didn't work.
Right.
I need to find an adapter, don't I?
I don't know, but I introduced you and there was nobody there, so yeah.
I introduced you and I said hello and then no one answered. Okay.
Say hello to everybody.
Hello everybody. Got Pringles.
Nice one.
Days
Anyway, Paul McGuinness out on track in the Ferrari on the medium tyre, and his teammate Aidan Griffith also out on track, so same tyre strategies for the Ferrari team so far. But we saw some incredible lap times in qualifying in ILR2 we had a 109.3 or something like that. We had a 109.6. It was definitely a 109 anyway.
And people asking if you can use the chat on PS4. Yeah, can. You have to link up your YouTube account to it.
Right. Well, there's your lot right now. Bothy Dweller currently quickest one on 111.5. That's definitely not going to be enough for Pole anyway. Jororu currently second, Jask third, Ritson fourth, and Liverpool fifth as Flexi pops in front with a 111 is dead on medium tyres. Now, I very much doubt we'll see anybody doing their runs on a set of hard tyres. Now, where is Corey? Because this is a crucial day for him in regards to the championship, because he needs to win, or he needs to outscore Corey here, and if he wins, then he will be the 2017 ILR 1 Formula 1 World Champion in Michael Davis. So, it should be interesting. Phil Bardwell, so it's currently a Force India 1-2 at the moment, with Sam out on provisional pole and Phil in second there.
Yeah, Paul's set a quickest second sector there to jump over here, so he might go quickest, you know.
Yes, indeed.
See?
Nicolo is in a good fourth. Well, he's... Yep, there it is. Paul McGuinness, currently quickest. There is King MJJ out on track in the Red Bull. And Randoms going on to his flying lap in the Sauber. And that is Giroru finishing his runs, coming into the pit lane.
Corey has a qualifying ban.
Oh yes, I forgot to mention that. That was a huge moment, actually. He got a qualifying ban for multiple corner cuttings in the previous race in Canada. So he has to sit out qualifying, and that could be big. He needs to get in front of Michael Davis if he wants to keep his championship hopes alive. We will keep on top of the points and how they will work out as we go through. But I can tell you off the top of my head that it is Michael Davis, of course, leading the championship on a score of 137 points, and Corey in second with a point score of 113. So that is a gap of 24 points.
So he needs 1 point.
He needs Mike. Let's say Corey's going to start last today. So if Corey does not score and Michael gets at least 9th, he will be champion. So that's how it's going to work.
Well,
so Balti Dweller he came back out on the soft tyres there, so he's put the mediums on. That will now be a scrub set of medium tyres, so they'll be nice and be a used set for him to use in the race. But he's now on the soft tyres.
Yeah. Michael Davis in the hat out on those soft tyres, so I think he's going to go for that pole.
Indeed. Well, he needs it, but who else is going to be on? Who else are going to be looking out for? We're going to be looking out for guys like Audio Gorilla. We're going to be looking out for guys like Andy, our resident ILR2 commentator. He's racing today. If you remember back to China, pulled off the masterclass of a strategy and won that race. So maybe he can pull a surprise here. Luke coming out on track. Can he score points? Is the real question here before the end of the season. Because he hasn't scored a single point all season. And our resident Scottish commentator, Andy, he actually tweeted the Sky Bets to ask the odds of Luke scoring points at ILR. Obviously they couldn't give us odds, but let's hope we can if he can clinch a 10th place at least, then that'll be the story of the day.
Story of the season.
Story of the season.
Someone actually scores points.
And Botti Dweller is currently on provisional pole. He's put the Manor quickest for now on a lap time of a 1:10.6. But we have Flexi quickest in the last sector. So it's kind of spread out really. Botti Dweller, he's not purple through every single sector, but it's that middle sector that's really pulling him through.
Indeed it is. Well, let's look on Luke then as he comes through those center S's there. Good.
Indeed.
Fast little section track, of course, named after Ayrton Senna, of course, the Brazilian icon.
Interestingly, this track is named after Carlos Pache, who scored his one and only F1 victory in Brazil in front of his home crowd.
Oh my God! Luke almost got absolutely worked up by a Mercedes there.
That was Ritson actually.
Ritson.
So Corey's teammate, the only Mercedes running in qualifying today.
Yep, Wolf saying is this the last round? No, we've got another run after this.
In Abu Dhabi next weekend, and then we'll have a little break before we round out our first season. And Michael Davis has put it on pole. On a 1:10.6, just 56 hundredths of a second quicker. And Giroru, excellent lap, has put himself in third. They're separated by just under a tenth of a second, the top three.
Incredible stuff left for your top three. Then everyone separated by, I think it's a 1.7 seconds, which is better than F1.
Yeah, which is quite good for a field of what will be. What do we got?
18?
17 drivers. 17, 18 drivers? Not bad.
Yeah.
So, wouldn't it be something if Michael Davis could possibly win the championship here?
Indeed. Now, do we know if there's rain predicted?
Well, there was an ILR2.
I can confirm there is not rain predicted.
Are you absolutely sure?
Well, that's what the overview says.
This is qualifying, remember?
Yeah, no, the
race is tomorrow. Evil.
Yeah, no, when you press the triangle button, it goes to that.
Oh, does it? I didn't know that. Anyway,
yeah,
toggle weather.
Heavy cloud, light cloud, and then a sunny feature in the race. It's going to start on heavy cloud. 20 minutes later, we expect the clouds to start breaking and the sunshine to start coming out there. Track temperature alleged will be at 33 degrees in the 20 minutes, and 32 at the beginning of the race. I think that is 25. I think that would be just ever around 35 degrees.
So, yeah. So Luke has popped it into 8th. So he's already making sure he makes a charge for points.
If he gets spun off at turn 1.
Poor guy. Phil Bardwell 4th. Ritson now 6th, and he is the first of those medium runners. No, excuse me, that's Paul McGuinness, who's the first of the medium runners. Luke is right in the middle of those guys there on the softs. Of course, if you do remember...
yeah, Corey will be running on the hard tyres.
Yep, going for a really, really long stint on those. 11... Now, if you do remember, anyone who starts outside the top 10 will have free tyre choice. So they can start on whatever tyres they want. And there is the Scotsman coming out on track, Andy, as he makes his way out just after finishing a thrilling commentary over ILR2, has now got to settle down into his rhythm and start driving.
He's speed trap of 50 miles an hour. That's 15th quickest, if anyone wants to know.
And that's not slowest, can we point out.
Who is slowest?
That's a good question, but the only people who have not set a lap yet is Audio Gorilla and Andy. Now Corey, of course, is banned from qualifying, and Michael Davis has left the session. That's a problem.
He'll get back in for the race.
Yeah, and just make sure that it'll still leave him on pole, which is fine. But if you remember, Andy is a race winner this season in China, where it did in fact rain, and he did a long stint on the mediums to get himself essentially a free pit stop, and ended up winning that race. It was amazing, really. But there's 4 minutes of qualifying remaining, and Andy is going to start his lap now.
Yep, Buffy Driller is quickest in the speed trap at 221 miles an hour.
It's very quick indeed.
Nicola going off the circuit there in the Renault.
Indeed. As we right on board with Andy as he goes through the left-hander here coming into Sector 2.
Bit of a wiggle on.
This is a tough little section up here with all the... We've got a high-speed right-hander leading into a sequence of slow corners. You get hard on the brakes, down to second gear, and roll it through the apex there. Get it up to third gear, and roll it through. He's going to use second gear to get a bit more traction. And another run up to almost an identical corner, off camber, get on the power, and then flat through this left-hander here. Before you rise up the hill, careful not to lock up. It's a lot tighter than you think it is. And then you run it to the apex and then flat all the way to the line. As we go, flies past our camera situated on the apex of the corner. And down towards the line, it's going to be a 1:11, I think, for him. It's going to be a 1:11.8 for good for 12th position for Andy there. Michael Davis has returned, and he is not on pole because Nicolo's gone quickest in the Renault. Can you believe it? I told you he was punchy. So there you have it, 72 hundredths of a second.
Uh-oh.
Why? What's going on?
Nothing. I have my mic echo, it's good.
Well, Nicolo's currently quickest, Evil.
Blimey.
I knew he was punchy, I didn't think he was that quick.
Well, Michael Davis is quickest in the third sector, but I don't think he's on a lap.
It's a great...
He's on an out lap.
Yeah, it's a great middle sector from Nicolo. That's where he's picking up all the time.
There's 2 minutes remaining.
2 minutes left in qualifying. Can Nicolo get a pole position?
Well, it would be a story of Renault.
Yeah, and where... As I hear you eating.
Might be eating a Pringle.
He's only... See, Balti Dweller's only 72 hundredths of a second now. Michael Davis. He's going to have 2 shots at this.
Yeah.
And here we go then. On to a lap.
Right now is Michael Davis.
And is Balti Dweller out on track? The answer to that is no. And he's not going to... So Balti Dweller is not going to have enough time to get a lap. So this is really the only chance. But the question I must ask is, where is Audio Gorilla? Because he set a lap.
He might have a quality ban as well.
He might have. So this has been a real opportunity. Out comes Balti Dweller. He's not going to have enough time, surely. Or will he? It's going to be tight.
No.
Michael Davis
That's
coming
going to
through.
be extremely close, actually.
It's going to be Fernando Alonso Silverstone close. Well, Michael Davis, if he doesn't get this lap together, I don't think he has got it together. Will be his one chance. Well, he's gone purple in the middle sector and purple in the last sector. So if he doesn't get this one together, he can go again. 8, 9. It is quickest. 1:10.3. So Michael Davis on pole for now, and I don't think anybody's going to be able to challenge.
Balti Dweller is coming up the hill.
Nicolo
He's got
might
10
be though.
seconds to go.
Nicolo's going to get across the line to be able to start a lap. And where is Balti Dweller? You know, oh, it's going to be so tight. I think he's going to do it. You know, 4, 3. He's going to do it. He's going to get across the line. Yeah, he has.
1 second.
Time to perfection.
Blimey, he is got wide at turn 1 though, so that's going to not help.
There's checkered flag for qualifying. That means that's my cue to leave.
Yeah, well, I'll keep you updated on Balti Dweller then.
Yep, and keep an eye on Michael as well. And sorry, keep an eye on Nicolo, should I say?
Yeah, I am looking at that right now. I think Luke's gone 4.
That's great for him. That's fantastic. Well done. That's fantastic for the Dutchman.
It's a good first sector from Nicolo. He's gone green.
He's gone great. That's personal best for him.
71 to a 71. They're identical first sector times to the 1,000th. Balti
Wow.
Dweller has gone down in the first sector, down in the second, so it's not looking good. But what can Nicolo do? 36.2. That compares to a 35.9, so he is down a little bit. Balti Dweller, what is he up to? Where is he going to pull his car? Comes across the line. Does he improve? The answer to that is no. Nicolo, all about him. He is on a lap still, and he's in the garage. So, Michael Davis is on pole. Nicolo second. Balti Dweller third. Luke is a brilliant 4th. Giroux is 5th. Barganwell is 6th. Paul McGee is 7th. Ritson 8th. Flexi 9th. King is 10th. Jasag 11th. Bart Dude is in 12th place. Ginger Andy 13th. Brandon 14th. Liverpool is in 15th, just like the Premier League. They're doing terrible.
We can make football jokes.
Audio Gorilla is 17th, and at the back is going to be Ritson, who is going to have an almighty thing. So you've apparently got Kimi Räikkönen this season, literally.
So we're going to have 2 Mercedes down the back.
Yep. Wait.
But can we just say Nicolo gets a front row start?
Well, Ritson's 8th.
No, okay. Oh, well, we're going to have 1 Mercedes down the back. because Corey's going to start
And
from the back.
welcome to Chivander, who is Dutch, and he says, nice stream. Well, welcome to the stream.
But Nicolo, hero of the hour, front row start for the Italian. But Michael Davis, crucially on pole position. This is for the championship, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. And so now we're in the saving game section.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the spectate button to go white. There it goes.
So we expect these guys to be doing a free-stop strategy. Perhaps the optimal strategy is going to be soft, soft, medium, hard.
Well, we saw the winner of ILR 2 ended his stint on mediums. But then again, it was wet.
Rejoin. Now that could be interesting. Is he going to get in this race?
There is Michael Davis on pole position.
As I now leave to
As the formation lap begins, Michael Davis leads the pack away, followed by the Renault of Nicolo, who's done a fantastic job today. Well done to him. Botley Dweller third. Luke, fantastic. This could be a real shot for him at points here. So expect him to be. He should, if he has the race pace, he's got a real chance. Joruru, fifth. Phil sixth. And then we have Paul McGuinness in seventh there. Ritson eighth. Sam, otherwise known as Flexi, is ninth, and King will round out the top 10, followed by his Red Bull teammate of Jask. Andy will be 12th. Random's 13th. Liverpool will start 14th. I'm apparently 15th. Audio Gorilla 16th, and down the back, bringing up the rear, is Corey after making a horrific mistake in Canada. So down the back, Audio Gorilla and Corey, they both had qualifying bans, and they're both, I believe, starting on hard tyres, it looks like.
Yep. Well, no, actually, Corey's starting on the softs.
Those aren't softs, are they? Because on my screen, they're super softs.
Audio Gorilla's on the orange wall for me.
Yeah.
Porter's on the just softs for me.
Well, for me, he's on sort of orange-red wall. I'm honestly not sure what he's on. The old.
Oh no, two people have been disqualified. Now, who's that who's been naughty?
That looks like randoms, as Nicolo decides he wants to line up on the grid first. So then, we're waiting for the final car to line up in the position. The final car will be championship runner-up at the moment, Corey. And his championship rival is starting on pole position. Can he win the championship and become the first ILR1 champion in 2017? Corey pulls into his grid slot. They're all facing towards turn 1. The anticipation is rising for the penultimate round. And here we go then. So Corey down the back, but it is, of course, Michael Davis out front. 5 red lights for the Brazilian Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go. Oh, he's stalled on the grid and he's out. How can you believe your eyes? Can you believe your eyes?
He stalled and got disqualified. That's incredible. Lukey's in second place. He's made a fantastic start. I think if everyone got through turn 1, okay. I think there's contact down the back.
Virtual safety car. Can you believe your eyes? Championship leader out.
Cause has jumped up to 11th.
What a start! Disaster!
Well, that is incredible.
Disaster! So let's see who's made the biggest jumps. So it'll be Nicolo who leads now, and after that who will it be? Let's have a look. See, it's all a bit mixed up now. So it is
Nicolo, Lukey, Giroux, Paul, Bargwell, Ritson, Boffy, King, Isaac, Ginger Andy, Causa, Random, Liverpool, Audio Gorilla, Soup, and then there's Flexio. That was front wing.
It was such a strange incident. It looked like he didn't seem to move.
Desync. That's what happened.
But Nicolo's in a dream situation. Luke is in the podium slots right now. Joruru's in third, and Paul McGuinness now fourth. Now, Corey, this will mean that if he scores points, he'll keep his championship hopes alive. Well, the championship will go to the final round. Green flag in Brazil. We're back to racing, and it's all spreading out.
Also having a look on the inside of Luke. Is he going to get through?
I think so.
Oh,
Paul
they almost
McGuinness.
make their
That's
contact
Botley
there.
Dweller in the background trying to go around the outside of that. Looks like Phil. And he's going to get that move done. They've collided, I think. And yeah, they're a bit all over the place in the background there. As Ritson goes to defend from Botley Dweller.
Yeah, and we'll call it just Bargwell for just personal reasons.
Yeah, and they're almost 3 wide in the background. As Ginger Andy, he's made a great start up to 10. He's trying to go around the inside of the 2 Red Bulls.
Oh,
As-
there's contact
there's
with the
contact.
Ferraris.
And that's Corey in 11th. And if he scores points, it's going to be huge for him.
Yeah, there's contact between 4th and 3rd. The leader is jumping away then. And then we've got that Williams or Luke. 3rd is Giroux. 4th is Paul, and he is having an almighty race in that Toro Rosso as well.
So it's already all come undone. So the championship will, for a definite, go to the final round.
Yeah.
The question is, how close will it be?
You don't know if that was a glitch or not. There is in comes one of the cars. I think that's the manner.
Luke,
That is
fastest
Botley
lap.
Dweller.
There you go. Setting the timing screens alight as Corey looks for a way past Andy here.
Yeah, there's a car on my screen on fire at turn number 1. I think that's my car.
It might be your car.
It is my car.
So
Well, Fletcher's
DRS.
right down the back of that. He's not having good luck, is he?
Yeah, no. So there was obviously an incident involving him. And
What do you
Jask
call it?
out.
What do you call it? Yeah, Jask is out of the race now. What's happened to him?
Ritson out as well. So there's obviously been contact somewhere there.
I'm running aboard with 14th there, so I don't know what's happened, but something dramatic has happened here.
And we're not sure what. But right now, it's Nicolo leading the Grand Prix from Luke from Juru. So it's a real chance for the underdogs to start fighting it out at the top here.
Indeed, we've got all these cars 9. Well, Forza is in 8. So Richard is out of this race. I don't know what happened, but interesting to see.
Yeah. This is Corey trying to look for a way past Andy here. Corey can really, really, really close the gap in the championship now after that.
Yeah, he's going to go try and win this race, I think. He's going to have a double toe off of Ginger and King.
Yeah, and he's got DRS as well. Andy goes defensive.
He's going to go to the outside. Can he do that?
Oh,
Great.
contact!
He's going to try. He'll be squeezed out on the apex.
Yeah,
No, he's
indeed.
not. He'll get DRS down here. Ginger Andy's going to get a mega run on King, I think.
Well, that was hard but fair. Bit of wheel-to-wheel contact. Can't go wrong. And down the back straight they come. The number 89 and the number 96. And yeah, Andy's all over the back of King here as he's already going to ride the outside of him. We saw this in ILR 2. No way! He's done it! And Corey's going to do it as well. Now he's going to get pushed off the track, but Andy's ahead. That was fantastic.
Indeed it was. Well, up front, Luke is going for the lead, you know. He's closing rapidly.
Now, this is something we didn't expect. Luke going for the lead, indeed. But he's also
he's
towing
not
along.
far behind. He might win this race.
Yeah, he'll have DRS down this straight here. Has he got the straight line speed in the Williams? The Toro Rosso is going to get a double tow here. I don't think
Not close enough.
no,
yet.
no, it's not quite long enough this straight for it to be effective.
Almost locked up.
Nicolo was a bit tentative on the brakes, it seemed there. So it'll get a run down here. It'll get in the slipstream. Luke can hardly believe his luck, I would gather.
Indeed he won't. Well, Cause is going for Ginger Andy down the back as well. They're battling for 6th and 7th. They're closing up as well.
Yeah, always right on the back of him here.
Yeah, King's in the pits as well, so there's been a problem there. Boccadillo will jump up to 9th.
Yep. Well, Corey
Okay.
is almost touching Andy's gearbox here. As they go through the second sector. And Phil is on the back of Paul McGuinness. Everybody's on the back of everybody, really, as we go through the field.
Indeed.
Oh, look at
extremely
Phil.
close. Top 3 together. Top 3 together, and Luke has gone off nearly. He gets clapped. The Toro Rosso powers around the outside of him, and he will not be happy there.
He'll come back in him, though.
Nicolo's slowing
He'll come
down.
back.
And what's up for Giroux? He's going to
Nicolo
go for the
in,
pits.
Nicolo in.
He's hit the wall in the pits. He just hit the wall. Did he get damaged?
Well, that puts Jura into the lead of the Grand Prix. Luke will stay second, and in the background, that's Phil and Paul McGuinness going wheel to wheel. Phil trying to go around the outside of the Ferrari. He's going to get
Contact.
squeezed off.
That's a bit naughty.
And through in the background, through goes Corey past Andy. But I think Andy will get a run back. He'll have DRS on Corey here,
Yeah,
so...
he'll go around the outside. Surely this is going to be close into turn number 1. These guys both have DRS, and there was
Yeah, I'll go.
round the
There's...
outside.
Oh,
He gets squeezed
he's-
off on the exit.
They're still
Almost
side by
makes
side.
contact.
They're still side by side.
Up their hill. They're going to run side by side here.
I think-
Surely has to
He's-
back
he
out.
might not give- he's not
Surely-
gonna give in, he's round!
It's spinning the car, and it had to happen. And that Bargwell's gone.
So, and off he goes, and through goes Randoms past him indeed. Phil, well, he's only left the session. His car is still running, so you might be able to still get back in. But Giroru leads
Wow,
from
this is
Luke, from Paul
Absolute
McGuinness.
carnage.
Paul,
And I
actually,
think
we
Luke's
should
gonna
say...
be, beaten this.
We should... Oh, Toro Rosso lost the back end as they're coming up the hill here. This could be a chance for Luke. I think Luke might...
here. That's
No,
gonna
they're
be a
both
bit
coming in. They're both coming in.
No.
Luke's going to lead
Well,
the Grand
Luke-
Prix for
So
once
Luke
in his
leads
life.
The race.
He's going to lead the
Now he's
Grand
got
Prix.
the Ferrari.
Look at Corey. He's up to third already.
Indeed, this is incredible.
He might lead the championship after this, you know?
He might, you know.
He very well might. Giroru, what's he gone on to? And in the back
Mike
end,
got a desync. Mike got a desync and got disqualified because of that.
wow, mediums for Giroru. But look, and for those of you joining the stream, no, we're not making it up. Luke leads the Grand Prix. I would assume he's taking those stops a long way, and he's getting caught rapidly by Paul McGuinness. He's not supposed to be here. Either that or he joined very late. But Paul
Bit
McGuinness,
too
we
late,
should
but,
say,
yeah.
is just back from Florida. And he's
And he's
returning to be almost fighting for a Grand Prix lead here, but he's now going to have Corey breathing down his neck anytime soon.
That's going to be incredible. If they win, that'll be a 1-point gap to the final.
Yep. And in comes
Before
Luke from the
I
lead.
this is the final.
Paul
Yep,
McGuinness
Luke comes
carries
in
on.
Indeed.
He's on different. He's on a different strategy, of course. He's on mediums, so he'll be able to go further. And Corey's on hards, and it'll be hard tires for Luke. I'm not sure he'll be able to go to the end of the Grand Prix. He'll be able to go a long distance though.
Just had his head's gone.
Ginger, now can we just say Andy's now third?
Indeed, he is in a brilliant third place in the Renault with a very familiar helmet of James Hunt now, actually.
Well, Corey is now probably in a position he didn't think he'd be able to be in. He's in second, and he's catching the leader. It's a masterclass
Yep.
of a drive.
Well, Luke and Nicolo came out together down the back, and then
I'm just
behind Giroud. So Giroud's actually gained out of all of this.
Yeah, he's managed to... Has he overcut Nicolo? I think he has.
Yeah, he has.
So the overcut has worked. He's now falling into the clutches of Luke.
Look, this is going to be spicy. Back to you.
Yeah, and yeah, you are correct. 1 point deficit going into the final if Corey wins. And he's just set
And
fastest lap.
Yeah.
On
And
the
he's just
hard
gone.
tyres.
Well,
So-
soft for me.
No, those are hard tyres. They look like... he's definitely on hards. Definitely. For me, he's on hards.
We're seeing definitely two different things.
Yeah, it's very strange, the old tyre glitches.
And he's back again.
Audio
Back
Gorilla
on the score.
fastest lap.
Audio Gorilla is quickest. So far, let's look, see. Is the Williams close enough to try and make a look on the Renault there?
I think Corey's going to go for the lead of the Grand Prix. No, he gets shut off at the apex. He's going to try it up the inside through the S section here. And he's
Round
going
the
to...
outside here, it'll be squeezed off there, maybe.
He's holding his nose.
Tires.
And, of course, just back from
Brilliant
holiday.
battle for the lead then.
He hasn't raced in a little while, so he wants to get back to wheel
He's
for
gonna
racing
go
around the
Is he
outside.
going to go around the outside? Surely not. He is. He's
Sweeping
going
right.
Around the outside. He'll be there still. They'll be almost making contact. He's squeezed off it nearly.
He'll get a
He's
cut
not
back.
careful. It's
But
on
he,
the
no,
grass a little bit.
now he'll get DRS, so he should be able to get past, unless
Yeah.
there's a problem.
Let's hope there's no problems. He's going to get the toe.
He's going to come
He's
in.
going to come in the pit.
Corey leads the
Open with a
Grand Prix.
battle
This is
there.
sensational. He started 17th. and he leads.
Ginger Andy will be second.
Yep, and yeah, he started 13th.
Indeed, and here's Luke. Is he going to have a look on Nicolo this time?
And also, let's quickly mention randoms in the Sauber will now be third.
Indeed, it seems that Williams, surprisingly for a Williams, hasn't got any straight line speed.
I don't think Luke cares where he finishes as long as it's in the points. And he's currently in those points. Yeah, well, if he does, yeah, the only place he doesn't want to end up is in the barrier.
Yeah, that's the worst place you can go. And Mike says not showing up next week.
Well, he'll lose the championship. So that means if you're not coming next week, Corey's won the championship if he wins the race.
You can have to get a standing for the point share.
If Corey wins this race, and he'll lead the championship by 1 point, and if Michael doesn't show up to the next race, which he's saying he won't be there, Corey's will now be champion if he wins. Turn of events, much.
So
Corey,
we can legitly just have a moment where I can say my line.
Is that a Glock?
No, not that one. And then if he doesn't turn up, then we can just say Corza could just not turn up next race, you know?
Well, neither of them can turn up.
What, are they?
I don't know, but make sure if that's the case, Michael isn't going to turn up and we find that out. Make sure to play Moscow whenever he crosses the line.
What, Corza?
Yeah. In the background, Bothy Dweller looks like he's going to be going into battle with Audio Gorilla. Oh! Manor shuts off the line there. No chance of a way through.
Oh, Boffy's gone wide though. He's made a mistake up the hill. Lukey still can't get past Nicolo, by the way. He's sitting right behind him. These two are catching like an absolute rock and stone.
Indeed they are.
Audio on those mediums, Boffy on the hards.
Yeah.
Righty anyway.
So all these guys, fifth and sixth, fourth, fifth, and sixth are all catching randoms very quickly. He's pushed those mediums a long way. So as is Andy, by the way. He's still going in second. Haven't made a stop yet.
Yep.
Well, random's in.
Having a look. No, random is in. I was saying, was he close enough here? Well, Boffy Dreller and Audi Gorilla might be. You know, I think he is. Is he going to have a look at the inside time? That'd be brave trying that.
Paul McGuinness, fastest lap.
Yep, Paul
it's
MG sits fastest.
McGuinness, not McGee.
McGuinness? I'm not being Iris. Well, Audi Gorilla is going to get a run on Boffy Dreller here, I think.
Well, we'll go back to that. Yep, he's going to go.
Oh!
He's going to be. They are going to be side. Oh, he's into the wall! Oh my goodness, he's out!
And he's out. That is a huge impact.
Virtual safety car, perhaps. Random's out. That was a big impact. He lost the rear. Or no, he didn't lose the rear. He hit contact and in the wall he went. And quite a strange one, that one.
Well, we've only got 14 people in this race now.
Started with 17. Well, people left for various reasons.
Well, this means Luke is on course for very good points there if he can keep a car in a
He's on course
line.
for a podium if he fights hard enough.
Yeah, he's not too far off. Nicolo is catching the Toro Rosso here, and is of the Portuguese Giroud.
Indeed. A Portuguese man, an Italian and a Dutchman.
And closing up is the Britishman of Boffy.
Yep. And, yep, the other Brit of Paul McGee, and the other Brit of Sam, and the other Brit... No, never mind.
And the North Korean who's out of this race, stuck in turn 1 on fire. Who is, if you want to know, being Danny Kvyat today.
So, Andy, he still hasn't stopped yet. Started 13th, he's already climbed 11 positions. Although Corey's climbed 16. And he's on the hard tyre, so he's a bit out of sync, really, with this Grand Prix. But if he's able to build a big enough of a gap to his nearest challenger, which will be Nicolo's the guy he wants to watch.
Yeah, Nicolo is meanwhile closing rapidly on the back of the Toro Rosso, isn't he?
Indeed, he's got DRS. Luke dropping back a bit. Oh, Toro Rosso getting on the grass a little bit on the way in.
I
He'll have
think
a good
he'll have
run.
him down into the next corner.
Yeah, he'll have him down this straight.
He doesn't do
Oh,
that.
that was a very strange line.
Massive, massive twitch on the rear end. How he didn't just spear into the outside wall where, of course, that all those things in 2003 happened, God knows.
Well,
he's got it in the wall! He's in
no,
the wall!
I think that was lag. But, look up the
Luke's gonna
inside.
go for it, Luke's gonna go for it,
Oh,
contact!
that's... No.
Keeps them together somehow. Well, that was a bit interesting.
Yeah, Luke, if you want to score points, don't do that. Of course, Corey made Luke a helmet for today and said it'll bring him good luck, and it is right now. But it almost didn't.
It almost ended up in a horrifying accident.
Is Andy... any sign of Andy coming into the pits yet? The answer is no.
Well, of course, someone was in the pits there, but I think it's a lap car.
So that's let Giroru get a bit of a gap. And it's Balti Dweller and Paul McGuinness are closing in on these guys as well. As Paul McGuinness sets fast lap of the race, he's trying to go around the outside. Oh, he's going to cut back at Balti Dweller on the way down through turn number 1 and 2. Oh, they hit each other! And he's through. But I think Balti Dweller...
that was interesting.
No, Paul McGuinness will have DRS, so he's going to stay ahead.
Yeah, Lukey continuing to pile on the pressure of Nicolo here. He is right on the back. He's gone off again there, having problems. Must be losing the rear.
Yeah, maybe the hard's starting to wear off on them.
I think he's going to have a look.
Oh, they've hit each other again.
Almost. Oh, that's going to end it. And there's going to be more. The front range's going to fall off if we're not careful.
Yeah, very fragile pieces of kit. Strong as they might be, they're quite fragile when it comes to small impacts. As I apologise for all the grey boxes popping up on the screen with all the messages. Well, Luke will have DRS again on Nicolo here.
Yeah, I think perhaps this time could be the opportunity he's looking for into turn 1. If he isn't, these guys behind are catching rapidly.
Nicolo got a good exit out of that turn 1 though.
Yeah.
Luke closes in. If he gets a good run through this first section here, through the Senna S, he should be able to get him down the back straight, but I don't think he's got it.
Doesn't. It's a terrible exit, actually.
Yeah, and there is Paul McGuinness bearing down on these guys at actually rate of knots. Balti Dweller being towed along by him.
Ah, by the way, just saying, it seems we lost someone. No, Ginger Andy, yeah, Ginger Andy's pitted.
Yeah, so he's pitted, and he's surely gone onto hard tyres. Yes, he has. He's coming out of the pit lane now. And we have a grand total of 11 people left in this race, so if Luke doesn't score points, he's completely bottled that he should just give up.
Indeed, well, let's hope the worst doesn't happen. He's right over the back. We need someone to get out of this race, and he will.
Yeah, well, he's closing in on third position with Nicolo. And Nicolo is closing in on the Toro Rosso ahead. These guys are urging each other on.
And there is Paul McGuinness, who I thought for a second almost spun there out of the corner. Almost did. It was very sideways.
Oh, the gorilla out.
Gone.
No, he's left the section. He should be able to get back.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Now, is he going to... He's still that... Williams has not got the straight line speed.
Which is surprising.
For a Williams, compared to the Renault.
Well, he just needs the traction out of this turn right here. I think he's got it this time.
He's close. It's about the same gap earlier, so he needs a mega run here. If he doesn't...
They're catching second very quickly.
Indeed. They are going to close quickly. It's going to be very interesting in the last few...
I don't think the dirty air off the Renault is helping Luke at all. Might be compromising his exits. And Paul McGuinness is pretty much with these guys now. Meanwhile, up front, Corey is soaring away. He's got a gap of 20 seconds over Giroru.
Indeed, Lukey again, right with him, not close enough.
Oh, Nicolo lost the back end. He's going to have him.
Yeah,
up the inside.
Oh, that's going to be interesting.
Don't touch, boys. You don't want to touch there. He'll have DRS. He should be able to surge past as he almost clips the wall on the way up to turn
Side by
1.
side, I think Nicolo's going to keep around the outside, you know. He's going to try it, might back out of it, get DRS down the back straight and redo
He's got it
You know
done.
that Renault's got a superior speed down the straight, so I expect the Renault perhaps to come back.
And watch for Paul McGuinness. He's in DRS range now.
Here goes the Renault. He's going to try. He's
Paul
going to
McGuinness might be able to come in.
outside, almost contact.
They are side by side, and maybe Paul McGuinness might be able to capitalise here.
Well, he's going to get past
He's going to go
one
up the
of them.
inside. No, he's going to back out of that one. Nicolo's looking for a way past Luke
He's going to get around the
desperately.
outside if they're not careful.
He might do the up the inside. Goes, oh no, not quite. He shuts the door on him, and they've touched, and Paul McGuinness has gone off.
He's kept it.
He's just about kept him locked up through that corner. I just saw him go straight on, and there's Bothy Dweller as well, getting in the mix.
Yes, so 5 cars pretty much in the same camera shot. This is amazing here. And Toro Rosso now is just there, just snitching and smelling. Up the road, he can't get close enough. Is the Renault close enough again? I think he's got a bad
Corey's
exit.
in the pit lane, by the way. He's just made his pit stop. Where's Giroru? I think he might come out in front. Corey might just have enough time here to get out in front.
Nicolo and Paul. Paul's going to go around the outside of one of them. Is he going to try get up the inside of another one? I think he's going to be close. He's going to be squeezed off there.
They're
side
gonna
by side. Through he goes. Squeezes
He's
him
still
off on
there.
the exit. Does he make contact? They are making contact. How they do not manage in that wall, we don't know. And they're just still side by side, I think.
Yeah,
And finally ahead.
Nicolo's still got the DRS. He's thinking about launching one back up the inside. Corey has come back out in front on medium tyres. Giroru's on worn mediums. These guys have done a long stint on the hards. And now Luke's going to look for a way past the Toro Rosso here.
I think it'll be an easy move.
Yeah, Giroru, I think, has made the wrong choice when it comes to these tyres. I think he's gone a bit too long on them as Luke hits the back end of him. And that's allowed Paul McGuinness to close up massively on these guys. Nose to tail as we go through the sweeping right-hander. Left-hander, I should say. On the way up, and Paul McGuinness just touches the back of Luke, and they're going to hit each other. And he's through. But I think Luke might be able to come back. But I think Paul McGuinness will also have DRS here, and in comes Giroru. And in comes Nicolo, and Bothy Dweller, who nips him in the pit lane. Did he get in front? Yes, he did. That is the cheekiest move I've seen all day. Bothy Dweller managed to slow down quicker than Nicolo and got in front of him.
Well, that's incredible. Let's be careful you didn't get a penalty there. I'll go and check that actually for you.
Yeah, that's a good question actually. That puts Paul.
No, so he didn't. Nicolo's got a on that 14 a stop go.
Oh, so did he jump the start, or did he ignore yellow
no,
flags?
That's corner cutting.
Corner cutting.
Gained a place.
Ah. So
now that's interesting. Now is that Nicolo's? He just done that?
well, Flexi's now fourth. So Force India are 4 and 5. King is 6th, followed by Andy, who's managed to pull himself back up to 7th. Giroru now 8th, Bothy Dweller 9th, Nicolo 10th, and Liverpool in 11th, outside the points.
And last. just up the whole 5.
Yep. Let's see if Andy can get past King here. He should be able to. And you just saw Corey set fastest lap there on your screens. As in, well, that's in that battle. King comes into the pit lane.
Yep, not into the gravel. We don't want to be into the gravel.
Well, Corey is 6 seconds clear of Paul, and Paul is on old hard tyres. And
Yep,
Luke,
Flexi also came in.
aha, Flexi in. He was also on hard tyres. Has he gone on to another set of hard tyres?
He has.
Now that seems strange. I mean, maybe he started on the hards. So if I'm pretty sure he did start on the hards. So there you have it. But I think we could see. Well, I say we could just see a miracle. Luke just spun the car and managed to get it going again.
He stopped. No, he knocked off. I remember he knocked his front ring off on the first lap and came in, so he's gone on to another set of hards.
Aha. Well, we could see a miracle of all miracles here. No, not only could we see Luke score points, but we could also see him get a podium.
And the man who started last would win this race.
Yes, and could possibly, if Michael doesn't show up, win the championship. Well, he's going to bring the championship to... He's going to lead the championship by the end of this if he wins, and he's going to be a point ahead. So unlike ILR 2, where the championship was decided and where they're basically doing these last 3 rounds for fun, this is serious.
Yeah, who knows who could win this championship now? If he doesn't turn up, then there's a problem.
I think Michael was just counting on him winning this race. Well, Luke, I don't think has the pace to keep up with Paul, and Andy now 4th, to passing Giroru.
14 laps to go here in the beautiful, beautiful sunshine here. The sun is out in the sky from the heavy clouds. What predictions rather other.
So, no rain. I think that's the last thing Corey wants. I don't think that's the last thing any of these drivers want is rain.
Unless you're the Mr. Slidey Man, whoever it was.
Oh yeah, Ace of Pace in the Williams in Canada.
Yeah, the race of pace was very much just the rain as hard as you can. Let's check if anyone else got a penalty. Giroud got a warning for a crossing the pit line down at 20, so a bit naughty from him.
Well, he's about to come under pressure from Bothy Dweller in the Manor.
So I'm gonna read. So people out this race, of course, Jusag, terminal damage, Ritson, terminal damage, Audio Gorilla, terminal damage, and Random, terminal damage. So 4 British people out on this race for terminal damage.
So they've all had crashes.
Yep.
Oh, Balti Dweller looking up very well at the inside, loses the back end, catches it very well.
Yep,
And Giroru is closing on Andy, either that or Andy's past him. But it looks like Giroru's got more pace. So, I don't think Corey would be able to get these tyres to the end, so I would assume he's going to go for a really aggressive strategy, go onto a set of soft tyres at the end, and maybe try and see what he can do with that.
Indeed, well, 6th place looking on 5th place as I lie down, I put the controller down as well, far away from the screen it does. And
well,
Bothy Dweller gets a good exit. Giroud's got a shocking exit.
Yeah, he's already
here,
alongside.
He's going to fly past.
Phil Bardwell, fastest lap.
Quickest.
And he's already through.
Through into 5th. There's Bothy. Next car ahead is Andy.
And Flexy's behind these guys in 7th.
Also, it's gone off actually, so problems there. And Flexy's going to be the next man on this.
Sam, man on a mission. Got involved in an incident at turn 1 on the first lap. And he's making his way back up to the field. Be a great result if he can get a top 5 finish here.
Indeed, Flexy is looking as hard as he can. Let's have a look. And the man who lost his front wing was almost a lap down, by the way, when they came around. Saved by the safety car.
Well, not really. Virtual safety car.
That was the virtual one. Then pretty much
here he comes.
He's going to come. Is he going to try and overtake? He's going to go. Is he going to go to the inside?
Yes, he is.
Loading up the inside. Is he going to get it there? Side by side in turn 1. Still on the outside. He's through into 5th. Great bit of driving there from a false injury. It's not over that low.
Yeah, Luke has just made his pit stop actually. I just saw the top of his front wing, or rear wing, come out of the pit lane. He's now 7th, and he's on medium tyres.
Still in the points, however.
Yes.
As my mic starts to buzz.
So they're all Bothy Dweller now seeing
Nick Lowe and Bagwell, meanwhile, to interrupt you down the back in 8th and 9th. We've got a battle here. He's going to very close there.
Indeed, Phil is going very quickly. So I think it's going to be a futile effort for the Italian. For the man
to back again.
For the man who started on the front row, it almost seems that roles have been reversed. People who started at the back are now at the front.
Unless you're Liverpool.
Unless you're Liverpool, then you're still down the back no matter what.
In comes Paul McGee.
McGuinness.
Sorry, I'll get that right one day.
That puts Andy to second, and it'll put Bothy Dweller to third. And Flexi up to fourth now.
Yeah, here is Bardrell, then he's going to have a look on Nicolo. He's going to be forced to the outside.
Whoa. He's going to have to go to the outside for definite here. He's going
too deep,
to... Very
Nicolo,
smart.
cut back.
Very smart
Now
move
they're
from
gonna
Phil
get
there. He's going to go around the outside. He's done.
Outside. Done it. Brilliant. He'll have DRS as well. Maybe not. Actually, he doesn't.
No, Nicolo, you see the detection point's just after the S's, so this will be for Nicolo's advantage. He's going to launch up the inside.
Fantastic!
He's through it, back through again, goes the Italian. The feisty Italian comes back through.
11 laps to go. Leading this race is caused by country mile. Ginger Andy second.
Phil's going to go,
Bobby
no.
third.
He tried to go around the outside, didn't quite work.
Lexi, Giroux, Luke, Paul McGuinness. There
Yes.
you go, said it right this time. Nicolo, and then we've got Bardwell having a dig on battle.
Oh, here he
Bardwell
comes,
tries
here he
the
comes.
outside. He'll be
Surely
squeezed
not.
off there. No,
Yeah.
he's been squeezed off there. He'll still going to try it. He has to back out eventually, otherwise he'll end up putting them both into Kimi Räikkönen there. He's going to still try it to the outside here.
He's alongside. Well, almost alongside. He's going to get DRS. Should be a fairly easy move now. Nicolo's going to squeeze him to against the wall, do a Schumacher.
Oh!
Oh! And he's going to try to the outside. I think he's already passed. He's going to have to do this again. Around the outside goes Phil Bardwell. Nicolo's still there.
He's still there. He's still there. Fantastic stuff. He's going to go back through. He'll have DRS. He is ahead.
Yeah, he's got DRS again.
Fantastic battle for 8th and 9th.
Now let's see if Phil can get the cut back. I think he will. He's
gonna get
alongside.
through again.
Surely this time.
Oh, they make
Oh, they're
contact.
off. And that's it ended in tears.
That was going to happen. It had to happen. There was contact.
That was
they
your
were both flying off.
That was your classic side pod glitch.
Yeah, classic side pocket. Let's say Moore actually just got the front left and the rear right inside. There's lag going on as Liverpool.
Meanwhile,
has a lag
Flexi is going to be challenging for third and possibly second. Because there is Andy.
Closing the Force India from the back of the grid after losing the front ring is going to be challenging for second place with now 8 laps to go. He's going to be able to go to the end of the race. He's on the hard tyres.
Yes, he stopped on lap 21 to get these tyres, so he should be able to go to the end. Bothy Driller will have DRS from Andy.
Giroux's not too far off this, and Luke Eaton's 6th. So either way, he's going to get points, it looks like. So I think...
He made another stop to get mediums.
Yep, well, unless he crashes, in which case Liverpool gets a point at last. Sorry, Liverpool, but...
You're the butt of our jokes today. Well, either way, this is going to make an exciting championship conclusion in Abu Dhabi.
Indeed. Now, who is going to be second place in this race? Because it's 3 cars.
4 cars almost.
Yeah, now it's collapsing. Indeed, like you said, the 4th car is closing.
I think Andy is going to be
It's
swamped
gonna be
here.
Buffy soon.
Yeah, might even be into turn 1.
I don't think so. If they do that, they'll hold each other up. Flexi is right over the back. He gets a good exit here, actually. I think Flexi could actually have a look here on Buffy, you know.
No, he won't, because Buffy will have DRS. Andy goes defensive. They're all following the slipstream of the Renault here. That's not going to happen.
Well, they're very close. Now, I want to be careful as they make contact. Flexi gets a very good exit as Buffy caught up on the toe there of Ginger up through the corner and is not able to move that. It's going to get interesting.
Whoa.
Buffy sideways there through the corner. No way through there. So I think it's going to be a choo-choo train to turn 1, the Andy train.
Yeah, all aboard the Andy train. Or should we say the Ginger train?
Well, the 2 cars behind are on on orange tyres.
Well, Luke isn't. He's on mediums.
That, well, you know.
Well, let's
Here
have
we
a
go
look here.
then.
Surely.
Is going to get a run. He's going to go through, I think. Surely he's got to go through.
Look
He's
at the
closing,
defensive.
closing. He's going to pull to the outside. Surely, yes, he does. Is he going to get through there? No, he's not.
He's
What's
going to
up
be.
for Flexi?
There's Flexi. Nose to tail through the centre S. So
Flexi's going to get big slide left.
Look at the
Ginger Andy,
defensive
even more
move.
Sideways.
he's moving over there to make
Irritating.
to break the toe is what he's doing.
Yeah, we almost hit the wall entirely, though. That was very, like, Hulkenberg style nearly hit, turning in far too early.
7 laps to go, and this is the
It's
battle
going
for
to be
second.
a ballsy pass. It's going to have to be a ballsy pass. He's going to have to dummy him, isn't he, into one of the corners.
I think so. And if he makes a mistake, Flexi's going to pick up that position.
And if Ginger Andy makes a mistake and spins, then leads 3 could be out this race.
Yes.
There's
So
always a possibility, because anything can happen in Formula 1, and it usually does.
does.
And here we are, looking at the leader who's dominated this race and is nowhere near making any mistakes recently.
no, but don't say that because he had a few tyre blowouts the past couple of races. So you know.
Well, let's hope something doesn't. Ginger Andy's he's teasing to go in the pit lane, I think.
Yeah, well, he's holding on really well. As Bobby
Buffy
Driver, I think he's
again,
oh,
very close. He locks the rears up. He's
And-
getting a,
and in
I
the
think he's braining
background-
quite badly.
and that is Luke and Giroru, I think. No, sorry, that is Paul McGuinness and Luke in 6th and 7th.
Yeah, Paul McGuinness, indeed, it's going to have a move, and I think this is going to be easy as pie here.
Yeah.
Pulls to the outside, he's going to be half the thing.
Well,
no
we're saying
way can he
easy.
defend that one.
We're saying easy pass.
yeah. He's gonna, okay, maybe it's the difficulty is rising here. Don't try
Oh,
it
don't
here,
do it
boys.
here! Don't do it here!
He's on the grass. That'll be a comeback.
Surely.
That's it. Easy.
Yeah,
Easy
through.
move. Don't talk about it. He's still there though. Squeezes him off. There we go. That was a very fortunate pass there, wasn't it?
Yeah, meanwhile, no changes.
Yep, no changes for your battle for second.
2,
though
3,
they
and
are
4.
Closing, yeah, they're closing even more now.
Yeah. See, Andy gets
How would
a
they
great
map
exit out of that last turn there.
Yeah, Andy again doesn't that little cheesy move here. Now, this move will be a lot
Oh.
closer here. Almost hits the wall. He's closing.
He's on the inside. He's there. He's there.
Almost touches.
Not a chance there.
Flexi's
Yeah.
going to come through, I think. Now, this is the opportunity. Flexi's been waiting for a pouncing move, and now he's going to be right in the toe.
Surely a move here. I think no.
Surely,
Because
no, they're not.
nope. And watch out for Giroru as he's closing in very quickly.
Yep, surely he's going to have to force a mistake up this hill. I'm sure he's going to have to do that. Force him to go wide and get the run up the hill.
This is fantastic.
Buffy again has a bit of a look here. Each time he makes a look, Ginger Andy is actually doing a lot better here because he's holding these guys up. Their tyres are going to be going off rapidly.
Yep, he's on much older tyres, remember.
Yeah, so these guys all could have a puncture very suddenly.
We don't want to jinx
Right.
our leader now, but
He's doing a good job. Only some 5 laps to the end of this race.
he can just nurse his tyres. Again,
Landon,
I don't think there's going to be a move.
yeah, some Sebastian is saying, hi, is there room for me to join? I don't know. Oh, Buffy spun! Buffy round!
Oh, he's lost the back end. Out of that, or did he try to...
He hit Andy. He hit Andy.
So, it was a bit too audacious. And it's cost him.
Yeah, he really tried to make a move there.
Look,
and
he's
it
going to be
was
in the
always-
clutches of Paul McGuinness now. As he tries to go to the outside. And Luke's there to pick up the piece. If it all goes wrong, they've hit each other.
Oh, there.
And now, it's pretty much reset, just a couple of positions down.
Yes.
Paul
We
McGuinness,
still have a three-way
Bothy,
battle.
and Luke.
Luke dropping back, but still there.
Luke's
Well,
going to
we've still
score
got a battle.
points. I'm calling it now.
Luke has retired from this session.
Luke has a tyre blowout, finishes 11th.
Oh, if he finishes 11th, he's just going to be gutted.
He will literally leave. Corey, unbelievable. Fastest lap 1:11.5. on
Indeed,
old
Flexi
medium
is
tyres.
now- yeah. Well, for me it's the soft still, so it's definitely glitch. He's just taken the soft tyres like 34 laps.
Yeah, it's definitely not. Paul McGuinness, DRS on Bothy Dweller. To the outside into turn 1. Let's see if he can do it. In the Ferrari, he's got... No, he hit each other. He tried to cut back. Bothy covered it well, and there's Luke.
Yeah, and Flexi and Ginger Andy as well together here. They caught up rapidly as they come up to the lapped car.
Here we go,
Super-
surely. Paul McGuinness to the outside. Let's see if he can do it. Nope. Gets the door firmly shut in his face.
Second and third together as well to interrupt you there. They are very, 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 very close now. They're nose to tail, even more so than earlier.
Yeah, Flexi, I don't think
Flexi
envisioned...
is going to make a move.
Flexi, I don't think he envisioned this result. To be
Could
fighting
be
for a
second.
podium.
Ginger Andy's going to be on third. Oh dear!
Oof. That almost didn't
that
end
was
well.
Definitely a problem there.
Well, let's watch. Flexi, I think, is going to have him. He's got a great run.
Ginger Andy's going to go truly defensive here. He knows it. He's going to have
he's
to
dummied
go
him.
to the inside next time. He's going to go to the outside. He's not going to get through there.
Cut
back
back.
to be on the card. Get slowed down on the exit. That's a clever bit of tactical. It'll slow him down. Now we'll go even more defensive into this thing.
Yeah, almost hit the wall and break the toe. And that's no cigar. And he's only got one lap left to do it, remember.
Yeah, well, 2.
Well, Corey's
One more
about to
after
go
this
on to... So obviously Corey did make another stop, obviously, at some point. Because he's on softs.
See, I told you he was on the softs.
Well, he made a stop at some point, and he's so far ahead, nobody cared.
Well, for me, it just says he's been on the softs. He pitted on that 31 for the softs.
Ah, so yeah, he pitted for mediums earlier, and then pitted for softs, like I said. Well, like I envisioned he would do. He is on his final lap, and it's unbelievable, really, the story.
The story, the championship lead, and if they both don't turn up, this will be a championship of 1 point.
And Corey, if Michael does not turn up next week, he will be world champion. Oh, Paul McGuinness is out!
No!
Oh no!
What has happened there? He's hit the
Disaster!
wall. Is he hit the wall somewhere? Let's have a look. Well, they've got the battle for second still brewing.
Yeah.
So I'll quick look.
Luke's got one more lap to go to score points, by the way. We'll keep an eye on that. But I'm going to keep an eye.
Yeah, he's hit the wall. He has hit the wall. Some of the damage.
Let's see if Flexi can do it. I don't think he's going to be able to, unless he gets a stellar run out of the final corner. I think it's all said and done. And it's a stellar drive. But coming up to the line, unbelievably started from 17th on the grid. Corey wins the Brazilian Grand Prix in Ayrton Senna's helmet. You cannot make it up. He now leads the championship into the final round, going into Abu Dhabi. You cannot make it up, ladies and gentlemen.
Andy and Flexi nose to tail. This could be the opportunity now. Can he get close enough? I don't think he's
done it. Ginger Andy, unbelievable stuff's going to finish second. He started 13th, and Flexi, amazingly, great third position for him. So the top 3 all started pretty much down the back, apart from Flexi. But story of the day, Luke scores points!
Luke is a point scorer at last! Fantastic!
He is the Lance Stroll of the ILR League. That's fantastic. Corey wins, Andy second.
And Liverpool doesn't get the points either.
And Nicola...
Nicola got a 40,000 second penalty.
Oh, wow. Nicola, he started on the front row, finishes 10th, King 9th, Paul McGuinness, even though he DNF, is classified as 8th. Phil 7th. Luke, he's there. He scored points. He's 6th. Bothy 5th. Giroru 4th. Flexi, fantastic 3rd. Andy, unbelievable. He's got another 2nd place. And Corey now leads the championship going into the final round. And you say Nicola got a 40,000 second penalty. He got a 429 million second penalty.
Well, literally, and yet he still finished ahead of Liverpool. Right, let's get our driver.
You're right, yeah, I got to invite Jask. That's it, yeah. Oh my god. um, is all I can say. You just can't make half of that stuff up, really.
Where is my controller charger? That's something I need to find because well, not my controller, my phone needs charging.
Right, so now we're now waiting for our man to get in
Yeah.
so he can invite people first because we're too lazy.
Yes, we are.
But let's go through that.
Wow, what an incredible! We had about how many retirees did he have?
We started with 17, finished with 11.
Well, 10 technically, but
Yeah.
11. There is Jasak.
Yeah.
Hi guys. Would you guys be able to open the party so I can invite some guys in?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Party settings. Private, public. There you go.
Thank you. How's the race then?
Fantastic.
This is toasted. Yeah. Lovely.
And I think Soup's got some toast.
Sorry, I was getting a toasted sandwich delivered to me.
I heard,
Yum.
and I can hear.
I invite you guys. See who joins.
Delicious.
Delicious, delicious toast. What sort? Is it cheese?
It is cheese. Toasted cheese
So it's
sandwich.
a
It's ham and cheese.
So it's a
It's a ham and cheese sandwich.
Oh. You take the ham out, and you've got a good. And
You've got a
good
cheese
things.
sandwich if you take the ham out.
Yeah, exactly. There it is.
Evil,
Yeah,
you're going off on a tangent that you don't know where you're going.
Well, I know where I'm going. It's that cheese is nice.
Jesus. Okay. Ugh. Andy,
And here is the Scotsman.
God, you're really far away.
Oh shit, hold on. I've got the mics these days. There we go.
There you are. How in the name of God did you finish second?
Well, I knew a podium was on from early on. Even with the spin, well, the collision with Corey, even with the front wing damage, I still felt the podium was on because there was quite a bit of a fuel spread. A lot of people ran into trouble as well quite early on. Obviously, Michael with his problems, so commiserations to him. And obviously, not only that, I think Josh was out quite early too, so that made it a little bit easier. Flexi had to make a recovery, so from that, despite my issues, I knew the podium was still a reasonable possibility. And then of course Paul with his problem too, with the speed limiter. So I knew the podium was on. So I'm just surprised I finished second though to hold them off. It's a shame that Buffy Dweller clipped the side. I think he was just a wee bit too greedy in the brakes and just had it poked his nose up the inside. And I tried to turn out of it, but at the last minute, but it was too late. It's not good to see somebody go spinning, but I think he was too late anyway by the time he came steaming in on the brakes. And to be honest, a spin was probably what was always going to happen. But yeah, good. Happy with second. Corey was a little bit too quick anyway, despite the contact, I think. But it certainly would have made the race a wee bit harder for him.
Yeah, you had a nice tense little battle with Flexi there. You sound like you might have enjoyed that one.
Yep, done it a few times with Flexi, regardless of what league it is. Good to race with, good fight, always is. And yeah, I'm just happy to get the better of him this occasion. Just the straight line speed just kept me in front, and taking some interesting lines out of turn 3. Just about got me ahead of him at the finish line. I think it was a 10th or something at the line. So yeah, happy with 18 points, it'll do.
Before I ask anyone else any question, I'm just going to address one thing. Luke has scored points.
Yeah, I know. If I was in the commentary box, the commentary box would be upside down right now. Maybe repairs needed done, so I'm delighted for him to get points.
Oh, there he is.
Luke's joined
The
us.
man of the
Luke has
hour.
joined us.
He's finally done it.
long time.
Mm.
First of all, I want to apologize for my English. It isn't
Well, anyways, doesn't matter. You scored points. Well done. Yeah, I'm not used to doing post-race interviews, so I'm going to eat a sandwich while I think of questions.
Well, a question for you all, actually. I've got a question. What do you think happened at the start? Because we know it's a desync issue, we found out. But what was your opinion on the disqualification on the start line for the leader?
Cameron hit Mike.
Yeah.
Interesting, because for us, he didn't move off the line and then just got disqualified.
Because
Cameron hit him.
Ah, okay.
yeah, Mike left the session during qualifying, so then when he joined, he had a desync. So when we told everyone in the chat, watch out for Mike, who will have a desync start, and then what would happen? Someone's at the back of Mike, and he's disqualified from that.
Well, that's basically throwing the championship in the air right now because
It's great for the league, but bad for Mike, of course.
The problem, well, not the problem for Corey anyway. Corey now leads the championship by a point going into Abu Dhabi.
Corey's in the chat. How was the race for Corey? Start from back, finishing and winning the race.
He started,
Delighted.
that was
I enjoyed
mad.
it. Yeah. I only wanted to have a bit of fun, to be fair. Have a few battles, but to win, it's good. Had contact with Andy. I take 100% blame for that. I turned in on him. But other than that, it was a nice clean race. Good pace. Looked after the tyres and got the win.
It was pretty much a masterclass from you. Let's be honest.
There was quite a few of us early doors as well that did DNF, and myself,
Yeah,
Mike,
that helped me as well.
and Ritson as well. That obviously moved everyone up a bit as well.
Indeed.
I've
But
got a
there's
question for Jashak here, because he's here. Did you take Richard out? Because you both retired at exactly the same time.
No, mine was I was behind Phil Bardwell, the first DRS zone, and I went left, he went left, I went right, and he went right, and he smashed me into the barriers. So, and then Ritson, I think he said to me he lost it on turn 4 in a totally separate incident. He just lost the rear end.
That'll explain that one there.
Yep. Question just question for Corey. What do you reckon your chance of winning the title are now?
Well, I have to be the favourite, obviously, because I'm ahead, but Abu Dhabi's a good track of mine. Won races there before. Mike said it's not the best for him, so hopefully I can outscore him. So it's basically whoever outscores whoever wins. So looking
Straight
forward
shootout. Straight shootout.
Well,
looking forward to it.
it's going to be one
Well,
hell of a
that's-
race for sure.
Well, that's the thing, actually, I need to say, because Mike said he's not going to be there.
His head's gone.
His head has literally come off.
Oh yeah.
We've
We've invited him to the interviews, but he's declined, so the FAI are going to have to look into that, possibly give him a fine.
Yeah.
It's
not on. It's not on. Get him out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we do hope you will join us again for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix next weekend. It's the final round of the season. It's going to be a shootout for the championship between Corey and Michael Davis. We hope you'll join you then. So until then,
Oh, are you
from all
gonna
of us-
leave me without an interview, or what's going on?
Yeah, you don't. You don't deserve one. Goodbye.